What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Taking a Risk with George. On today's episode, it's the night before move day, and I've got a lot to pack up. As you can see, I've already gotten a head start, but you guys get to join me, and then tomorrow we're moving. We're out of here. Finally, we've been here 3 weeks. This has been awesome. We hung out with friends. We went to a whole bunch of lighthouses. We did all kinds of cool stuff, but the adventure is not over yet. So make sure you smash that thumbs up button, and let's go. All right, this has hands down been one of my favorite parks that we've been to. Not only because we've had friends literally all around us pretty much the entire time we've been here, but because look at this beautiful space that we have. This was such a nice layout. We even had a really cool fire here the other night. Check this out. For this amazing effect, I used the super slow motion on my camera, but the fire, we used a color changing fire packet and they turned out wonderful. Everybody was so amazed and amused by how beautiful the colors were. But there's the fire pit that we did it in. I've got chairs packed up. I've got to pull up the tent. And then, in just a minute, you guys are going to join me in cleaning this thing. I do not know what the kids did to it, but they did it right out that window. They dumped something, paint or something. And I don't know, it's kind of... Uh-oh. Okay, it is still smearing, so I'm gonna get the pressure washer out. Oh man, that's nice. And I'm gonna clean the rest of that. But look at this! We finally sold our dishwasher that we had here, so I've got plenty of room now to actually do some cool outside cooking. I've got tables to put away, tables to move, tables to put away, tables to move. I've actually had so much fun being here that I've neglected my YouTube, which is not fair to you guys, so I'm back, getting back into it. We're gonna be videos every single day. Hold me to it. Alright, time to jump into super speed, flash mode over here. I'm just getting everything prepped to take down. This tent comes down so easily, it is absolutely wonderful. It only takes about 2 minutes. The reason it's taken me so long is because of the stakes in the ground. I don't know what the heck the ground was made of, but it was super duper hard to get the stakes out. The tent is relatively light, able to pack it up back into its original packaging, make it look all nice, get the chairs ready to put away, and everything else. Alright, now that I'm done with the tent, I'm going to put the little baby tent away, which is just as fast and easy, sort their toys, and then fold this table up. I love this outdoor kitchen table that the honey got me off of TikTok, and all of this stuff, pretty much all of the stuff that you guys see here on the screen is from TikTok. But look at me struggling putting this thing away. I don't know what the heck was going on with the packaging. I just could not get it to fit in there and zip properly. I ended up breaking the zipper. Actually, family's taken off without me. That's okay, I've got a lot to do, a lot to sort through. Alright, that's what we got so far. These are the new stairs, I haven't put them in yet. That's another new toy. There we go, we got the table, got the other table, all my tools and other stuff. Now I just got to get all this stuff in different parts. The big quick set by Clam actually goes in the back of the truck now, and the chairs will go in the front bay, which is just around the corner, and I've got to get these bikes put somewhere as well, the front bay right there. Alright, it's getting dark now. Got everything just about put away. Check it out. Clam thing is gone. I'm going to do this in the morning. I'm going to wash that in the morning. Got everything else put away. The chairs, some of the bikes. Running out of room quickly. This was a crazy stay. Look at them all playing in the back of the truck. They're so cute. Getting one last play in before we leave. I've got this whole thing filled, which is very unusual. Usually I have it pretty empty. But there you go. It's all filled up. Got everything in here put away that needs to be. Let's get you guys some light. There we go. Got it just shoved in there so perfectly. Check these out, these little scooters. Got them held in there upside down. Got a bike there. I've got a bike being held up there by reverse gravity. I have an anti-gravity machine that's holding that up. So then tomorrow when I come out, I'm going to wash that door, get all these tubes put away, hook it up, and then we'll be good to go to our next location. So that's going to be a good night for now, but I will see you guys in the morning, so make sure you stay up and wait for me.
The next day.
Good morning. Wow, it is a beautiful day today. I'm pretty sure the weather app told me it was going to rain, but it is sunny right now. Perfect for doing all the rest of the stuff. I've got my helper out here today bright and early. So excited. Got lots to do. We got a big move day. It's going to be 4-ish hours. We always avoid tolls, which is so funny because if you avoid tolls on this one, it takes you 4.5 hours. Or no, sorry, it takes you 3.5 hours, but it's still 200 miles. If you avoid tolls, it's 4 hours and 199 miles. So make it make sense for me because I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense. Avoiding tolls is 199 miles and taking tolls is 200 miles, but it's faster somehow. You get there in 3.5 hours instead of 4 hours. I don't get it, but we're gonna see. All right, it is bright and early. Not everybody's up yet, so I'm not gonna disconnect water or electricity. Of course, electricity's last anyways, but I am gonna disconnect the sewer just to get that done and out of the way. That way I'm available to do anything else, because you know, I still do gotta get on this roof and sweep off all of the acorns and all of the tree bits. So much stuff up there. But anyways, let's get this sewer done, get this knocked out and out of the way, and then we can worry about that later. Okay, first things first, I'm the realist. But anyways, the honey's over here asking me to do things in a certain order because she wanted to film. But this is one of my favorite parts, just disconnecting everything, make sure the tubes are all dried on the inside and cleaned, put away. I love shoving them in to the little tiny hole that I have on the end of the RV, which I didn't get to show you guys, but packing them away, it's peaceful for me. I don't know why. But anyways, if you'd like to see the actual up-close footage, make sure you go over to our Instagram. That's where the honey is going to post it. Okay, now that that's done, I think it's officially time to get up on this roof. But honestly, I'm not sure. I might save that for like right before we close the slides, because as I'm walking around, just from walking and doing the sewer, coming around here, I've already heard 3 other acorns hit the top. I can hear them falling in the distance as well. So if I go up there and sweep it now, there's a chance that an acorn might get stuck in one of the slides again, and as we close it, it could cause some damage. So I think I am just gonna wait, and when she's ready to close the slides, I'm gonna be up there sweeping just like we used to. This is how we used to do it when we first started, but that was when we parked under trees as well, so it makes sense to do it that way. But I've got to get this clean. Check that out. That's what I was showing you guys last night. I don't know what they did, but obviously they painted as well. They finger painted. You can see they can open these windows, and they're painting up there, and this was up, so it's not like there was a danger of them falling. And this thing has a pretty good weight limit to it. They can put their hands on it, which I always tell them not to do that, but kids will be kids. But you can see that it looks like they painted is that a mushroom? I don't know. Something else. This they could paint from the floor. This is really low. This is probably about 4 foot right here, so most of them can touch it. And there's, of course, there's bigger kids as well. But I've got to get that clean. I think I'm going to try the pressure washer. If that doesn't work, I don't know what I'm going to do, because I'm not ready to just sit here and scrub, but that is hideous, and I have got to get rid of it. It's not hideous. It's my kid's artwork. It's beautiful. I would put it on the fridge if I could, but I can't just leave it right there. All right, so there it is, the Ryobi Easy Clean. And honestly, the last time I used this was in Florida several months ago. We tried to wash the car with it, and it was underperforming, and I was underwhelmed by it, and I didn't like it. But got my hose over here on this side. Just got to connect this. And this is battery powered, so I'm going to have to grab a battery out of the bay that I just crammed shut. So I'll have to move some stuff around, but let's get this set up and get going and see what happens. All right, I'm going to get it hooked up here in just a second. Then I'm going to go around the RV and actually turn the water on. There we go, putting the battery on. Here we go, and of course, it just had to break loose. Look at that, water just going everywhere. Luckily, it was a quick and easy fix. Check out the disappointment on that guy's face. He has no clue why this happened, but as soon as he gets a good look at it, he'll figure it out. But just all hope is lost in that moment. Those few moments right there. Check this out. All right, take 2. I got it reconnected. Just had to take this off. The hose literally is just on a little nipple type thing. You just pop it right back on. Make sure this is on the hose before you do that so you can tighten it. I'm gonna go turn the water back on, but I'm not gonna turn it to full blast just in case that happens again, to prevent that from happening again. Once again, pressure washer was underwhelming, so I had to go get me a scrub daddy. And I think this is a daddy. I don't think it's a mommy, but let's see if this is easy or not. Yeah, it comes right off. I don't get it. Why does the pressure washer not get it off? literally don't know what this stuff is. I can't believe whatever that pink stuff was came off, but whatever this stuff is not. Just coming right off. But wow. Scrub daddies are awesome. It's not getting everything off right now, but I'm going to rinse it all off here in a second. It's getting at least the top coat off. Spraying it again. There's at least one layer gone. Let's get the next one off. One little speckled fringe, I guess. I don't know what is going on here. Stronger pressure washer or what, or some type of actual abrasive. Some like polisher or something might get this out, but this is not coming out right now. And I don't have time to keep fiddling with it, so that's it for this. He's happy, but I'm not. Putting this to use. We've been putting this to use a lot over here with all the sand. You can see I forgot to do it there. But check at this dirt destroyer. This thing is awesome. Super strong. Does the job right. I'll take it. Better than that. Love, love, love that smell. This family over here has been here for a couple of days and they always have. It's not a fire, they just like smolder and they make smoke, which is awesome. One of the last things I gotta do is take out trash. Luckily we're right around the corner from a trash can, so it's simple and easy to do, which I always love. This place has a lot of dumpsters, which is great as well. They're all over the place, strategically placed so that everybody has one nearby. Nobody has to go too far. I love it. It literally keeps the whole area smelling like a camp, which is great because sometimes you go to these RV parks and it doesn't feel like a campground, even though they all are campgrounds. They feel like, you know, being at home for the most part, just a bunch of neighbors. Look at that beautiful smoke coming from over there. I love it. Awesome. Absolutely awesome. So that's something we probably should get more into, is always having smoldering smoke going on so that it smells more like we're out in the outdoors and doing stuff like that. I love it. All right, up on the roof, and it is looking dirtier than ever. I don't know if it's just the spot or what. It does look like, oh, maybe that's from the trees, because that looks almost like the same stuff that's on the side there that I couldn't get off on our kitchen area. But I'm gonna try and get these as clean as possible so that she can pull them in. Hopefully she's ready to. She said she was, but sometimes we're not coordinated that great. Should be using our walkie-talkies for this. All right, we got everything packed up, said our goodbyes. Good Lord, I think it took us longer to say goodbye to everybody than it did to pack up. That was awesome. There were so many friends and family here that we just had to stick around as much as we could. Hopefully we don't get dinged for leaving after checkout. But nobody came and said anything, which is nice. These places are pretty lenient on that, especially when they're not super duper busy. But if they are busy, try to get out on time. It's very respectful. It's the right thing to do. We are normally like that, but this place is special. I really do like Moody Beach a lot, and I cannot wait to come back here. Got the honey behind me. I'm going to show you guys the cameras here in a second, how perfect they're all working. So thank you again to Halo View for sending those out and explaining to me how to hook them up right, especially you guys as well. You guys were the reason we found out that they were hooked up wrong. I didn't know that there was running lights that they were supposed to be hooked up to. So we've got a 3-hour, 53-minute drive, 200 miles. I've got about half a tank, which the little thing at the bottom says I have 187 miles, but that thing is never accurate, especially when towing something this heavy. It fluctuates so greatly that we'll probably stop maybe in like 120-ish miles or so. It's probably about 2 hours, and I'll fill up just so we can make it the rest of the way without issue. I like to do it as close as possible. All right, so check it out. There it is. All the cameras working perfectly fine. I don't have to hold my foot on the brake. There it is. That's the rear view camera that I was really trying to hook up. I got them all situated the right way. I love the way you could see the RV on both of those ones. You got the right camera, or the left camera on the left and the right camera on the right. And this is nice. The only thing I don't have hooked up is the trigger function, because it just does not work for our RV. Our RV is not situated to have the trigger function. I'm sure if we go to an RV dealership, they could get it hooked up for us, but we don't have those wires installed, so hooking it up was a mistake. But now it's corrected and everything works fine, and this is going to be a beautiful drive. I thought it was supposed to storm today, but it looks like things are clearing up, so I am excited for this wonderful drive. Man, here we go. One of these low bridges. I'm 13.6 and this is 14.3, so there's no issue here, but it still always makes me so nervous. I don't know why. This is a beautiful area. Tons of history in this area. You can just tell the architecture is so old, the buildings are old, but a lot of stuff is being renovated, it's being updated, it's being renewed and given a new life. And it brings in a lot of people, which is very good for the city, bad for when I'm trying to drive through these tiny little roads. And there's just cars upon cars upon cars. Of course, we're being extra careful, but still, I don't know what it is about driving an RV. People, for some reason, want to beat you. They don't want to be trapped behind you. They want to get around you. They want to get away from you. So they're doing all kinds of crazy nonsense. And this thing does not stop as fast as I would like it to. You know, when I press the brake, there is a delay in this thing slowing down to where I need it to. So I'm always cautiously driving, you know, multiple car lengths behind the car in front of me if I can. But sometimes you can't, and people will still take advantage of the little tiny space that I've created. And you'll have people pull out right in front of you. Like, you're better pulling off in front of somebody who can brake really quick than you are me, because if you pull out and we're going 50 and you pull out and you don't get up to 50, slowing this thing down. Like, I'm already braking as soon as I see you make that dumb move. So I'm already braking. If you can't get it up to speed, I'm gonna have to swerve and hope to God that there's nothing in my way that I'm gonna hit. So good gracious, wish people would make better decisions. But this traffic is nuts. But luckily the honey packed me some snacks. She cut my tops off like I'm a child or something. I normally just eat them. I don't think there's, yeah, here's one. This is where so many nutrients are. Pop them and go. Stop being a baby. Eat the fuzzy parts on the strawberry. It's good for you. Eat your greens. They've always said it. Eat your greens. Why are you throwing out the greens? So much nutrients right there. But of course, the kids will do it because they think it's funny.
when I do it. But you can always see the look on their face, because it does have like a bit of a sour taste compared to the strawberry, which is usually very sweet. But even strawberries
After
lately,
1,000 feet, continue straight ahead onto Main Street.
haven't been the best. I want to know where to go, this is why I need you guys to help me. Where do I go to get the best strawberries? Where in America do they have the best strawberries? I need to know. So strange what just happened. We're beating the storm, which is nice. I can see it's literally following us. It's wild how the clouds in front of me look nice and the clouds behind me are all gray. But anyways, this is a 45-mile-an-hour road. 2 lanes, then there's a median, and then 2 lanes on the other side. And there was a fella in a wheelchair, I feel extremely bad for him. He had a sign, but he was coming downhill towards us in my lane, like right around a curve. Thank goodness nobody was in the left lane next to me. I was quickly able to swerve over. He threw me up one of these and shouted, "Nice truck," and pointed at me at the same time. Good Lord. And there's no sidewalk around here, so I understand why, but there is a pretty big bike lane area or shoulder area that he should have been 100%. He should have been in that shoulder area. I really hope everything's all right with him, and I hope he makes it to his destination safely. I wasn't able to read his sign. I saw the word God. That was about it. But goodness gracious, it is a beautiful day still. The wind is picking up, which is kind of neat. The only thing is, with the halo view, I don't know how to turn all the speakers off, but one of the speakers is on. It's the rear upper camera, and I can hear the wind whooshing past it constantly. It's not annoying, but it's there. So I'd like to learn how to turn that off. I thought you just pressed the little sound button, but it's not working for me. And I'm not trying to continually try that while I'm driving. But it is a beautiful day, great driving day. I love the temperature right now. It's gotta be like 75-ish degrees, maybe 80, and the wind is bringing it down to 75. This is a great drive. It's been mostly in the city, which that'll happen when you avoid tolls. Which is funny because I still don't understand how it's gonna take me a half an hour more to go the exact same amount of miles. The only thing I can think of is that it would be highway, but why would the highway still take me 200 miles when the roadways are going to take me, like, away from the highway, is still going to take me 200 miles? And actually, I think it's faster. I think on the highway with tolls, it's 200 miles. Without, it's 199. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. But I love seeing these different cities. I like seeing the different types of looks that cities have, and I always try to pay attention to the buildings, see what they're offering, see what's going on right now. One of you let me know that this is somewhere around here is the blueberry capital of the United States, so I'd love to. Oh my goodness, this guy, he had 2 lanes to pick from and he picked the wrong lane. Almost just got rear-ended by this big truck. That guy that just drove by right there, this truck had to slam on his brakes because instead of picking the lane that was empty, he picked his lane. He's coming from my side, so craziness, drivers, crazy. But gas is honestly pretty cheap right now, which is nice. I've been seeing a lot of 340s, but I'm hoping the closer we get to our destination, which we are going farther into Maine, maybe it'll be cheaper, maybe probably about the same. I'm not too stressed about it. We were at our last location for several weeks, which is nice. When we do stuff like that, it does allow us to not have to pump gas in the truck every other day, which is great. And then we really didn't travel too much because we had friends nearby. The kids were always outside playing with their friends, so it was really hard to get them all coordinated to go somewhere. And if we did, we always wanted our friends to go with us because there's so many beautiful things to see, so many beautiful things to do. So it was really hard to get everybody coordinated to go anywhere. So we stayed at the campgrounds, getting things done inside the RV, letting the kids play and socialize. They absolutely loved it. So sad when they beg us not to leave, but the cool thing is that where we're going, our friends are going to follow us. We're just getting there a day ahead of everybody. So we're going to go there, scout it out, set up, and then everybody's going to join us, and it's going to be just like this again. All right, we pulled off at this giant service station. This is awesome. I like stuff like this. It's got an area for cars and trucks. Sorry, it's got an area for cars and then an area for trucks and trailers, which is really nice. And it also has a separate gas and fueling area for them as well. Plus, it has restaurants and stuff inside the building.
which is always cool. But for some reason, the kids left the last campsite without shoes, so I had to get inside the RV after pumping gas and getting them shoes. I'm gonna go meet them in here, but there's something really cool that I saw pulling around that I definitely have to show you guys, so hang tight. Would you look at that, our first moose, and look at this. Oh man, the rain is literally just starting to come down. It says, take pictures, but please do not touch. I'm on loan from the Ira Mountain Association. Not only that, cool giant moose. I'm pretty sure that's life size right here. Look at this, they got the 3 little bears. Almost as cute as the ones that we saw over in the Natchez Trace area. Take pictures, but please do not touch. These are also on loan from the Ira Mountains. I don't know why I assumed one of these would have some information about what this animal is. What if you never knew what a moose was, or you don't know what black bears look like? Oh, maybe that's a mama bear. And those are the baby bears. How adorable. I love it. There was a couple and their little daughter taking pictures. I helped them. So cute. I love it. This is such a staple of this area. We hope to run into a real moose, but if we don't, this is just as good. And we passed an area which we'll be coming back this way. It was about an hour from where we were just staying, where they have a life-sized chocolate moose. We have to check it out. Not only that, they have souvenirs and candles and stuff like that. So of course it's like a nice little destination for travelers like us to stop by and take pictures with and get cool souvenirs. All right, all done with family time and eating, and as a great poet once wrote, on the road again. I can't wait to get on the road again. Dang it, I'm gonna get copyrighted for that. Well, I was talking without recording, and there was something really interesting I had to show you guys. Coming out of here, there's a sign that says there's an underclearance turnpike bridge that is 13.6, and I don't know if I'm gonna end up underneath that or not, and I definitely don't want to be underneath that, because I'm pretty sure I need to be, the lowest bridge that I can go under is a 13.7. I think I have to have a minimal area of clearance, because I don't want to scrape by. Definitely not trying to do that. That's taking too many risks. That's not the type of risks we take on this channel. Those are not good risks. We only take the good risks over here, only the best risks over here. Absolutely the best risks. We don't want to take any of the bad risks. Definitely don't want to do that. None of those risks. But anyways, I'm waiting for the family. Car after car just keeps stopping in front of me, trying to let me go because we're at a roundabout. I don't know where they went. They were parked on one side of the building. I was parked on the other side of the building, so just waiting for them. Still don't even see them. I don't even know where she parked. Hopefully they're ready to go, because I'm ready to go. Only 2 hours and 15 minutes left, and we have a full tank of gas, which is almost 300 gallons or miles. I gotta go. Dang it. The last few minutes have been wild. I lost the honey. There's a lot of construction that's causing us to go into narrow roads, and a lot of people are confused. There's several roundabouts with more than, I'm gonna say 4 exits, because you have 1, 2, 3, 4 on a normal roundabout. The one that I just went through had 7. Mind absolutely blown. It kept telling me to take the 3rd exit, but on the GPS it looked like just the first right, and it literally was. There was 1, 2 little roads, and then a 3rd road that went this way. That was wild. But her GPS is telling her to go a different way. With all the different construction, there was a bridge that was out that I had to actually turn left, and I made sure to check the GPS, like scanning. There was so much traffic, I had time to scan to make sure they met up, and this is actually where they meet up again. The road that I was supposed to take, the bridge that was out, to the next bridge. Then I saw a sign that said the next bridge was out that I was supposed to take, but so far so good. I don't know what that sign was actually referring to, because this is the bridge I'm supposed to be turning on. And this looks beautiful.
Miles, take the first exit at the traffic circle.
Okay, so 1.5 miles. Another traffic circle. Man, they're all over the place over here. This is beautiful. Check this. This is such a beautiful area. And it looks even more beautiful today to me. Because if you watch the channel, you know I love the lush green look, especially when everything is moist and wet. That just green is so vibrant. We're in the summertime. I love spring. This is why I love spring. This is more of a rainy day than just a wet day to me. But this is beautiful. We have walkie-talkies, which I'll talk about eventually someday. But we got so separated that her walkie-talkie is no longer communicating with mine, which is so weird because, no, it's not weird. It has a 35-mile range, which is nuts. But because of all the buildings and all the construction and all the traffic that we were just in, I think that's why we got separated, why we could not communicate through it. But this is gorgeous. There's mountains and trees, and hopefully the rest of the drive, I still have about 2 hours, about 100 miles to go. Hopefully the rest of the drive will be great. I've been having to slam on my brakes way too many times because we're not from around here, so we don't know what to expect. I'm pretty sure 99% of the people driving here are from around here, so they should know what to expect. But people are slamming on their brakes, they're cutting each other off, acting wild. But I'm just hoping to get there safe and sound. Hopefully we'll meet back up. Her GPS is probably going to take her the highway route. Mine is probably going to take me the safe RV route. Riva keeps talking every 2 seconds. I'm surprised she hasn't interrupted me at all for the last 2.5 minutes, except for that one time, just a little bit ago. But I would love to get there before dark. It looks like my ETA right now is 6:30. Hopefully the rain holds off. I'd like to not have to set up in the rain. That's never fun. It's always fun with the kids. It's always fun. They love jumping out, dancing in the rain while I get the electric hooked up, and we at least get the slides out. The water, I like to get the water hooked up too, but the sewer is something that can wait. That's something that can wait for another time, especially since I just drained before we left. So that's all good. So wish me luck, guys. I want to get there as fast as possible and as safe as possible with some sunlight and no rain. Wah wah wee wah. Just hit traffic. I'm about 5 minutes away from the RV resort. The honey's just a little bit ahead of me. She must have taken a different route because she got around all this traffic somehow, because RVLife, as much as I like the app, it's kept me safe for the most part, does not account for traffic and does not account for construction. It does not have like an up-to-date like Google Maps or iOS does. They do not know what's going on. You can report it. Of course, I can't do that while I'm driving. That's very dangerous. So the app did not know about this traffic that I'm hitting. So it says 6 minutes till I get there, and it does not update. But I can see the time. I'm supposed to get there at 6:32. So we'll see exactly when I get there. But this has been so beautiful. Just driving on this one road, it was about 15 miles since I got off the interstate there. I counted at least 25 lobster places. And that's where I stopped. I didn't want to keep counting lobster places because not only that, for like the last 45 miles, there has been moose warnings. And I've been on the lookout, left and right, left and right, left and right, while paying attention to the road, making sure, doing everything right, trying to find a meese, a pair of meeses. Thought that would be absolutely incredible. I was really hoping to see a mom and a baby. Of course, I don't know if mom and babies are out right now. I don't know moose all that well. I'd love to. I'd love to see a moose in the wild. Uh-oh, who's honking? He ain't honking at me. I'm staying in my lane. But supposedly, this traffic is about 3 miles or so. She says she thinks there's an accident. My neck is hurting from looking for meese. I've been looking left, right, left, right, left, right, checking all of the wooded areas, looking at every boulder, all these nice boulders, thinking maybe that could have been a moose lying down, because moose are huge. They are gigantic, especially the males. This is such a beautiful area. I'm still not sure where I'm at. Arcadia, maybe? I don't know. Bar Harbor, something like that. I'm on Bar Harbor Road, so it's got to be somewhere around here, right? And there is so many cool things. We are going to be out and about every single day, so I am super excited to get out and film for you guys and show you all the cool things that we find along the way. Hopefully you guys will join me all the way through. Probably going to start doing some cool stuff too. Maybe do some giveaways. You never know. Feeling festive. We missed Christmas in July. That doesn't mean Christmas has to end there until regular Christmas starts, but we're going to do some cool stuff. We're going to be out and about. Love you guys. You know that. I want to give you guys back all the nice, loving care that you give us on this crazy, wild channel that has carried us along for so long. And of course, if you haven't already, make sure you check out in the description below. There's 3 other links for our Instagram, our Facebook, and the TikTok. You got to check those out. If you love the Taking a Rizk content, you'll love the additional content that you'll see there that you will not see here on YouTube. So make sure you check that out. I'm going to be coming out with as many stories as I can, as many videos as I can. This is my goal for August. Post every single day. Have to. Been missing out, spending so much time with friends, loving it. That was my vacation. Now it's time to get back to work. Got to do it for you guys. And for me, of course. I love doing it. It's my hobby. Technically, really, but it's really my job. It's a hob. Yeah, I don't like jobby. I like hob. It's my hob.
I have to do it.
All right, just got to the site. What a beautiful site it is, literally right on the water. Like, check this out. This is absolutely incredible. Just over here, this is like a triangle buddy site. Check that out. Of course, hello. Well, there you go. Needed prescription for that one. Look at that. And I think we can actually go down there and explore, but maybe not today, maybe in just a little bit. She's pulling the slides out right now. I really had to reorganize this site a little bit. It was kind of strange. Right off the road, I like that we just pulled in this way. The boulders let you know how far you can go. Check that out. Come over here, just on this side, put it in just like a glove. Look at that. This big tree, the honey was so nervous I was gonna hit it, but I'm an untrained professional. You know, I do this for a living. Gave us plenty of room. The only thing we won't be able to do is open that awning, which we never really do anyways. Plus, with the tree cover, we shouldn't have to, but I am more than likely gonna have to get up there and sweep and double check almost every other day to make sure nothing's going on up there that shouldn't. All right, the kids made instant friends with a neighbor girl that's literally right next to us, so that's amazing and awesome. Another blessing of this lifestyle. So the honey's setting up the rest of the stuff. I got my part done. So now it's time to trek down and see what we can see in this area. There's a cool little landing right there. Oh, it says private property over there. But, I mean, with this trail, I think I should be okay. I think the private property is that way. Oh, this is cool. So this is a man-made trail. I know that always sounds weird saying. Like most trails are man-made. Most to all. Oh, wow, it literally puts you right on the water. Oh, something just jumped into the water. Gotta learn to be more quiet when I'm approaching water. But I'm gonna have to be extra watchful of the kids. Make sure they don't come down here without adult supervision, because this is literally right 3 seconds from our campsite. And holy moly, is that awesome or what? Definitely gonna come fishing out here. Maybe even paddle boarding. This is not the best place to launch from, but look at how beautiful. There's not really a place to go. I think the whole goal of paddleboarding is to find some place to go. There's not really a good place to go. Let's get down here a little bit further. Hopefully I don't fall and break my legs. But I do have a walkie-talkie with me. I don't even know if the honey has hers or if she even has it on. But, oh man, how majestic would it be to just see a couple of Mises just drinking out of this. I don't know if this is lake, ocean, bay, something. Beautiful. Oh man, beautiful.